Good morning, everyone. It's Leslie from Health Through Yoga here in Pittsburgh, PA, and it looks like we're having a sunshiny day, and I'm just looking forward to this opportunity to be with you this morning and get on the mat. So I have a little bottle of essential oil here. This is the Thieves, and I wear it in a little necklace around my neck sometimes because just smelling the oil for a few moments just puts me right away instantly into a state of just relaxation and quieting. And then the Thieves is good because it helps, keep you more clean, take away some of the toxicities. So let's get on the mat this morning, and here we go. We're going to be working today on, again, some grounding poses, so some standing, and then just some opening up for the spine and the neck again. So if you will stand sideways on your mat and start in mountain pose, I'm just going to have my feet just hip distance apart, ground in my heels, ball mounds in my feet, front body ascends and back body descends. And today we're working on this little mantra, Stiram Sukham Asanam. Let us find ease and stability in each pose. So I'm breathing in and breathing out. And I'm going to add my arms with this in what we call the sun breath. I'm going to coordinate the movement of my arms with my breath. When I'm done with the inhale, I'm going to reach out and exhale and slowly lower my arms down. Again, with the exhale of my breath. When I'm done with the exhale, palms flip up. When I'm done with the inhale, then I move into the exhale. I want to take my time. Just be present in this moment. Again, with a sense of ease while I'm remaining stable. My shoulders are staying relaxed down. I'm going to start to work on lifting my side body. Lift my ribs up off my pelvis. Extend the side body. A few more times here. Just inhaling in. Exhaling out. And one more time now. It feels so good just to take these long, slow, deep breaths. And as I pause here, I might roll my shoulders around, roll my head around, just start processing this idea of opening up, open to this new moment. All right, let us turn and face the front or the top of our mat. And let's just go through a little sequence of sun salutations just to warm up the body. So I'm going to inhale, upward hands. I'm going to just open into a back bend and exhale. I'm going to come forward, inhaling to exhaling, pure surrender downward toward the mat, crown down. And I'm going to step my feet back into plank. I'm just going to hold this strong plank position. And today we'll do a modified version. Those of you that know the advanced, you can do that. But I'm going to go ahead here like a girl's push-up down on my knees. And I'm going to bend those elbows in toward my body and lower down. I'm going to open up my feet to the outside edges of my mat. And I'm going to back bend into this cobra. I'm just letting my pelvis tilt forward. And then I'm going to inhale and I'm going to come right back down to the mat, feet together. Exhale, lift up through the plank and all the way to the down dog. I'm going to step or walk those feet forward to forward fold. And for right now, why don't we just roll up like a rag doll would? Again, let's inhale up. No back bend this time. Forward fold. Step back to plank. If you like, bring the knees down, chaturanga. Up into cobra. Inhale. Exhale, rise right up through to the down dog. Walk or step your feet forward, hang on down. And again, why don't we just roll on up? There's one for the north. There's one for the south. Let us go to the east. And just moving through the sequence with the availability of where your body is at this morning. Again, with that sense of ease. We're not here to be in a state of stress. We come to the mat to relieve that stress. There's one for the east. One more to go for the west. Each time, maybe my body shifts and changes. Maybe it opens more. Maybe it eases more. Just trying to keep that breath fluid and flowing. Again, the breath has ease. This time I'm going to add the back bend at the end because we are finished with the sequence. And as I come back up, palms together at the heart center. I just take this moment as I feel my heart. Feel the aliveness of my body. Now we're going to step the left foot back and then turn to the left. And we're going to open up these legs really wide today. Extended foot forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. So I want to keep the outside edges of my feet parallel to the outside edges of my mat. Again, try to find the four corners of the foot. I want those arches kind of lifted up. I'm going to go upward hands. And I'm going to go outward hands, forward fold, and bring the hands right down to the mat, just kind of underneath me. If you have blocks at home, you could use your blocks. With the heels of the hands right under my shoulders. I want a flatter back. I want my shoulders down. I want to keep lifting my front and inside legs up. And I want to relax my back and outside legs down. So I'm balancing the opposites. Just like inhale and exhale. Now I'm just going to turn this right foot out. And I'm going to bend the knee and I'm going to walk my hands over to the right. And I'm going to drop my hips as far down as I can. I've got that right elbow inside my right knee. And I'm going to exhale, push from the heel, come back up, turn that right leg forward, and begin to turn that left leg out. Walk my hands over to the left, drop my hips down. Left elbow's inside that left knee. Can you see that? And exhale, come right back up. Turning the feet so they're all the way to the front. Let us release our spine and head all the way down. And get this feeling of your spine growing down through the crown of your head to the earth below. And your tailbone is up to the heavens above. So a very unfamiliar position of your body to its daily activities. And I'm going to release my hands around behind me. I'm going to interlace my fingers. We say knit tightly, hold lightly. So my fingertips are loose, but I'm locked into the webbing of my fingers. Heels of the hands are apart, hands flat. Now try to stretch your arms over your back. And again, find the ease in this pose. And bring those hands right on down to your low back and release your hands apart and bring them right out in front of you again to a flatter back. Shoulders down, take a deep breath, let it go. And I'm going to look at that space between my hands. I'm going to move my right hand into the center and I'm going to just open up that left side. Open up that left arm. Stack it up over that right hand and just feel how my inner right thigh drops down a little bit. Let it. No stress on the knee. Just letting the hips kind of tilt, shoulders still down the back, crown of the head extending away. Now can you take this left arm around behind you, palm out, bend the elbow, and take the back of the hand toward your right shoulder blade? Or wherever it lands. Nice little internal rotation of that left arm. And then I'm going to inhale to release, and I'm going to take that arm all the way up over the crown of my head, right out in front of me. And I'm going to lengthen, pull up those ribs. I'm going to bring that left hand down. Open that right hand back up. Take a deep breath. Stiram Sukham Asanam. Ease and stability in the pose. And bring that left hand into the center, right under the shoulder. Begin to pivot to your right. Extend that right arm up. I'll feel my left hip want to drop a little bit. I'm going to let it. I let my body guide me and tell me, show me what it needs to do. Just opening to this brand new day. A whole new beginning. Anything is possible. I like to say everything is possible. All right, let's take that right arm around behind us, palm out, back of the hand, maybe moving toward the shoulder blade if that's available to you. And then inhale to exhale, release that arm back up to the sky and over the crown of your head, way out over. And then I bring that right hand down. Open up the left hand, toe heel my feet in towards each other. And not too much further in because you want to drop down into your squat. Can you drop into a squat? So a lot of times we have students sit on blocks or little stools or something who might have some bad knees. When I mean bad, I just mean hurting knees. Maybe you've had knee replacement and you're still working on recovery and healing. This is a wonderful stretch for your back, great for your digestive system. Obviously, big stretch on the knees, the ankles, and the hips. breathing in and breathing out, feeling my belly rise and fall. And then I'm going to just take my hands to the front and I'm going to exhale, lift up my hips, turn my feet straight, hang my head down, and unroll like a rag doll. Until I make it all the way up. Do you notice I really never touch my clothes or make adjustments? That's the whole idea. Just wear something that you can move in. Notice I don't have any jewelry on, maybe some earrings, but they're not big. I'm not having anything in my way from stopping me from practicing very mindfully, very consciously. We're going to go towards the back of our mat and go upward hands. And we'll take this forward fold. And we'll walk the hands out. And we'll take our down dog. And I'm going to bring the feet together in my down dog and I'm going to raise the right leg up. And inhale to exhale, I'm going to hinge at the hip and the knee and bring that right knee forward. I'm going to stretch this left leg back. I'm going to sit right down onto my right hip into pigeon. Some of you might need a little blanket or pillow underneath there. We want to keep the hips square to the front. Now, just like in back bending poses, we want to release the little dimples of your sacral area to the front of the hip bone. So let this pelvis tilt forward. See if you can keep your shoulders relaxed. Now I love this stretch because we really need to stretch the quad. I'm going to go ahead and turn to my left. I'm going to reach back with my left hand towards my left foot. And I've got my hand on the inside of the foot. Instead of it being down, try to have it up. And so right now my quads are really tight. And as my quads and hamstrings, the two muscles that work together, start to open, I can start to maybe bring this heel in toward my buttock. And then I'm going to go ahead and release this foot right back down and turn right back around to the front, squaring off my hips. Now, resting pigeon is to lift up your front body and surrender, release all the way down toward the mat, shoulders relaxed. Let the weight of your body come right out over your legs, hips. Press down through the top of your left foot and you'll take some pressure off that left knee. Notice that I don't need my hands to balance with. That's the whole idea. Is let the energy be in your pelvis. And then I'm going to lift up my head, inhale, exhale. I'm going to slide that right knee back by lifting up my hips. And I'm going to go back and press into that down dog. Maybe we'll walk the dog. That just means bend your right knee, lift your right heel, inhale, and exhale. Release to the other side. And as I just go back and forth, I also let my hips kind of move side to side. I let my right knee move a little bit to the left, and my left knee a little bit to the right. I'm just transferring back and forth. Just for that great stretch. Pressing the down dog. My body's starting to really warm up now. And I'm going to continue to find ease. And I'm going to step those feet together and raise that left leg up. I'm lifting my head. I'm looking at the spot forward where I'm going to bring this left knee, this left shin bone forward. I'm going to release, stretching back into this pigeon. Again, just letting my sacral area release forward. So you'll notice a lot in my videos that I don't really necessarily let my head lift up. I'm trying to keep the part of the cervical spine a little bit more straight. I'm not in a bigger back bend if I release my head. The back bend comes from the body. That left leg is externally rotated. I'm trying to open up in the groin, my root. We're in April, so we're working on second chakra, the navel center, from pubic bone to navel. Vam, vam. That's the chant sound for this area. Vam. It's your water element. Some of you girls just gave birth, and your baby was in all that water. All right, let's go for the quad stretch. I'm going to walk around to the left, bend that right knee, reach back with my right hand, hands inside the foot, trying to align my heel with my hip. Got my shoulder down. I feel the stretch in my shoulder blade as well. If you have a strap, you can always use a strap. You could always hold your pant leg. I know some of you grab the pant leg because it's not available to you yet to reach the foot. Just so grateful wherever we are in our body. And now I'm going to release that right foot down, turn back around to the front, and inhale to exhale, resting pigeon. Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. When I'm doing forward bends, they're quieting, calming, and cooling. And I can feel my breath in my back and my side body. So I just enjoy this experience of identifying the breath in the body, the mind with the breath in the body. The yoga of this practice. And then this time, instead of lifting and sliding that left foot back to down dog, we can just sit over on that left hip, hinge this right foot, bring it around, take the left foot out, and I'm going to extend both legs out in front. Toes up, spread the toes, push the heels away. I'm just going to lean back. And as I do this, I'll walk the dog from here. So I'm just going to work my ankles. I've got my fingertips facing me. If that's available to you, I'm just squeezing those arms and shoulder blades back and in, lifting my heart, keeping my face relaxed. And then from here, moving the hands forward next to the hips. This is Dandasana, or staff pose. And I'm just sitting tall. And I'm going to slide my heels toward me. And you can have your heels as far away or as close as you want to the perineum or the groin area. I'm rolling my legs out, external rotation. I'm using my hands on my feet like a book. I have the availability to turn my ankles up. My soles of my feet facing up like I'm reading a book. And then I want to sit very tall with my shoulders relaxed. Breathing in, breathing out into the Stiram Sukham Asanam. The ease and the stability of each and every pose. Here is where, as I've opened up my heart center, I'm connecting to my divine energy, my source. You might call it God, you might call it anything. You choose what you want. But yoga just opens me to getting even closer to God, to that divine energy, to my source. Because I no longer have the tensions or the tightness with me surrounding my heart and my lungs. I'm open. And then I'm just going to inhale to exhale. I might begin now to Let my body just come forward to a forward fold. I might even use those elbows to rest comfortably down on my legs. I can let go of the feet and bring my hands out in front of me and do namaste hands here. See if I can get the feeling of releasing and opening in my hips, right where my thighs meet into the sockets of my pelvis. And can I be here now in this moment with grace and with ease, knowing I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be in this moment. And I come back up and we can move the feet further away. And I want to imagine now that I just am going to start to bring my forehead toward my heels. Again, as I just surrender into this moment. And I go in increments. I'm not goal-oriented at all. I'm with my body. I'm saying, show me where you can go. Where would you like us to go? I'll follow you. I'm just taking my time to be with the body that I have in this moment. Not where it was yesterday, not where it might be tomorrow, but right here, right now. And as I inhale to exhale, sometimes I notice my body just wants to release more. Sometimes it stays exactly in the same place. And sometimes it says, hey, I've got to back up a little bit, so I honor where my body is and I listen to it. My ego no longer overrides what my heart says, and I'm completely present. And as I inhale to exhale and rise up, I might just cross my left leg in front of my right leg because my left leg is my less dominant leg. So you might choose to sit with the less dominant leg in front, and you might take a moment and just kind of move through your neck head. Maybe press your palms into your thighs, squeeze your shoulders up, roll your head. Even have a sense of ease in this moment. Roll those shoulders around. Stretch out your face. I'm going to turn just to face you. Take some deep breaths. Today I'm going to cup my hands right here underneath my heart. So a cup holds, and as I'm holding my heart, I'm holding your heart. I'm holding our world right here in my hands and then into my heart. As I just ask my divine energy, my source, to do again, just guide me through this day in a sense of ease and stability. I hope you have a blessed day today. Namaste.